Right, welcome to episode 4 of the NE Bullsh Club podcast. Today we're joined with our very own power couple in Battista and Bobby Lee Burns, national champions and North East sensations in the amateur boxing scene. So welcome to the podcast, you two. It's a pleasure having you on. You can see behind you there all the accolades that you've won recently, but thanks for coming on first of all. It's a pleasure having you here. But I just want to kind of open it up and just talk about what you have achieved in the past year. Class, unbelievable. Kai, you've just been down at the Four Nations, didn't quite get the win, but put on some good fights, some good performances. Bobby, you've been injured, is that right?
Yeah.
So what's the injury? Is it a hand injury?
Hand injury, I had a small hairline fracture.
Right.
And then now it's all to do with the tendons.
Right. See, these two are our first amateurs on the podcast, so again, it's a pleasure. And Bobby's our first female, so
yeah.
Nice one. Thanks for coming down, bud. Yeah, I'd say usually when we get people on here, we just break it down. We like to get nitty and gritty and get into everything. So where it all began for you is really, and just tell you kind of your story. I want to get individually first, and then we'll go into how he's kind of met and the journey since. You know what I mean? So yeah. Kai, I don't know if you want to just go into like your upbringing, how you came to boxing, who's been like your biggest sort of motivators in the sport and stuff like that.
So I've pretty much boxed since I can always remember. Been in the gym since I was about 5. It's like I've always done it with my dad. My dad always has boxing, so like I've always just boxed with my dad really.
Aye, so whereabouts are you from, Kai?
I'm from Kenton ABC, Newcastle. Yeah.
Aye. So have you always lived in that?
Yeah,
area,
I've lived in the same house all my life.
Have you?
Yeah.
So obviously I'm from council saying that me like rough as fuck, like where I was brought up and that. And I sort of went into boxing because it was like controlled violence, and like all my pals were doing it at the time. Instead of causing trouble out on the street, I got straight in the gym and got amongst it. Was you like the same or?
Nah, just well, I wasn't even old enough to be in the gym.
Aye.
But my dad's cousin had a gym, so we sent there, and obviously I was 5, and you had to be 6 or 7 to start, and I was just straight in. Yeah. So I just had no choice really. Like,
did your dad box like?
He boxed a little bit when he was younger, but he's always loved it, hasn't he? Aye. So the first thing was get me straight into it.
Was anyone else in your family who boxed or not? Was it just? It's just yourself.
My cousin boxed with his like when we were about like from being about 10 till he was about 12 or 13.
Aye.
My cousin used to box, but he packed in.
Right. What about you, Bobby? Where did it start for you? Like where were you brought up on that?
I would say I've always been like sort of like a tomboy, but not a tomboy. So I've always like been into them kind of sports. I've done jiu-jitsu for a bit. I think I got the purple belt. I think, and then I said to my mum like I wanted more contact. Yeah. Like when I actually like punch people.
Aye.
So then my stepdad, he came along. He used to box at Perth Green, and coach out there. And he was like, "Well, why don't you come down to the boxing gym?"
Aye.
So then, from then, just been into it.
So where obviously, have you always been at Kenton? Have you always been at Kenton?
Always boxed at Kenton.
Aye.
No, I've been like 5 gyms.
Have you?
Aye, you've been loads.
Granger Park till I was like 10.
Aye.
I was at Dunstan for a few years, Wearmouth, Burley, and Kenton's like the last place I've been to. I5.
So what made it about like did Kenton just feel right when you started there? Because I know it has been around for how long has it been around?
I
Kenton?
thought that. I said like 4 years, but then you said
no, it's like 7 or 8.
6 years.
Is it?
Kenton, I don't know.
Is it?
I thought it was 4
years. Paul's dad who started, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's
great,
right.
Yeah.
But so obviously just like I say, when I get people on here, all this is about is basically just to showcase like your personalities, your background, get the audience like looking into you as boxers, because you've done well in the amateurs, like no one ever take that away from you. But when you move on to the pros, selling tickets, you know the crack. It's hard. People are wanting to see what the views as people rather than as boxers. So
it's what they're buying into, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So when I get people on, that's what it's all about. When I say it's I've been on a podcast myself. I went on one recently, and it's the first time I'd been on one where I wasn't hosting it. So it was like being on the other foot. You know what I mean? It was kind of just, it was unfamiliar, but that's what it's all about. It's all about just showcasing your personalities. And one thing for me, which I want to just go into, like, is like say, where like from if you take us way back to when you first started boxing and you first got in the gym, how did you know it was like kind of for you? And because there's all these other sports, there's football as a lad, I don't know what there is for lasses, but there's other sports that you might get distracted by and want to do instead. What was it about boxing that made you want to stick at it?
I just always loved fighting, mate.
Same. I think after doing jiu-jitsu and knowing like I fought like quite good at it, I just thought Now I want to do something a bit more like contact.
So I'd say used to probably now, especially one like definitely well known in the region, but is probably the most accomplished at this current time in the amateurs. What would you say is like being one of the biggest challenges, and two, with like some of the best parts about the amateurs so far?
Biggest challenge.
Aye, go on now.
You go first.
I'd say my biggest challenge is my head. Like my head goes before anything. Like I know I'm good enough. Anyone who I'm going with, I think I can definitely beat them. But as soon as my head goes and I think, oh shit, I'm shit. Yeah. I'm shit. And then I think that's like one of my biggest challenges. Yeah. I think I'd say the last championships, my head was fine the full time. I think that's how I actually beat everyone. Do you know what I mean? Because I'd say that's like my biggest challenge is my head.
Oh, you okay?
Biggest challenge for me has always been, I've always got to, like when I've been in championships, competitions, I've always got the finals or the semis and that, so I've always got right at the end. Probably had five fights every single time. And I always get beat on a split in the final. So my biggest challenge is just giving it another go. Like, that was my 4th national final, lad. So it was like fourth time lucky now with the thing, but it was this time. But just keep going when you get beaten.
I think
always getting beat.
You mentioned that in the last interview that we did, I remember now, but obviously a lot of our audience, young amateurs, people who's just getting into boxing and stuff like that, like they're gonna be looking up to you and obviously saying what you're saying there, and like not to let it get to you, and just to keep going. So, what would you say, like especially in the amateurs, a bit of stigma behind keeping records and stuff like that, but it's not right, is it? I don't think.
No.
Do you know what? Right, your amateurs is your apprenticeship. Do you know what I mean? That's what I always look at it like. I've had 80 fights. I've won 60. I've lost 20. Like, I've lost 20 times. You know what I mean? 20 is a lot of times to lose. So just box everyone as many times as you can. Spar everyone, box everyone. Go up weight, go down weight. Just box.
Test the boundaries, isn't it?
Just like you can't lose. You just learn.
I think the biggest struggle is early on when you have like your first 20 bouts or whatever, and people start getting beat, because I've been there. Start getting beat, you just think, maybe I'll just move on to somebody else, or I'll try somebody else out. I think a lot of the amateurs, they let the heads go down after losing, like 2 or 3 times, and then they just fuck it off. Do you know what I mean?
I think you learn more. Me, like when I lose,
I
don't know, it pushes you on to want to be like, right, no, I don't want to lose again. I want to like, you know what I mean? Keep on going.
What do you do full time? I know you're a bricklayer. Are you still doing it?
Still bricklayer.
You work with Sonny, don't you?
No, I don't.
Do you know?
No.
I thought you did, mate.
No,
we work together. What do you do, Bobby?
Personal trainer.
Yeah. So you just do that BBS full time?
BBF.
BBF, that's
Yeah.
So,
full time.
Have you always done that?
So I think I've been doing it for about 4-5 years now. Yeah. And I worked in a pub as well, but I had to leave that. It was too stressful.
So how long have you been doing that, like, as in your company? Because I know, I thought it was fairly new.
No, like 4 or 5 years. Well, I've worked with Carly, so KW Fitness. I've worked at that for 4 or 5 years. But like, I've only probably started properly promoting myself like the last 2 years. Yeah. I'd say.
So just on that, obviously, with promoting yourself and that, how important do you think like that is in terms of like, more so in the pros, but in the amateurs and that? Do you think it's good, like the fact that you're getting a bit of exposure now, like interviews and that?
All publicity is good publicity, and I mean, the quicker you get your name out as an amateur, and you've got eyes when you're a pro. If you're exciting, if you're good on the camera, if you've got good style, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like it's like rewarding? Because I know a few times when I've gone to do interviews with you, you've been excited to get in front of it.
I just love the cameras, right? I don't mind it, right? I think I'm made for the cameras, right? So I don't mind it, I love it, right?
I feel like I'm the total opposite, but now I'm starting to think like I need to sort myself out. Like if I want to go pro and stuff, I need to like just get in front of the cameras and just do it.
Because I remember on the last Kenton show, when obviously you weren't boxing, but I was doing an interview and you were like, Kai was like, come on, we need to talk some shit here. You were like, shit. But to be fair though, it's against experience, man. Like,
I know.
I said this in the last podcast, but you just get over it after a while. You just stop fucking worrying about anything. You just, because it's all for your best interest, you know what I mean? For like, say when you turn pro. But on that subject, I'll probably go into it a little bit. I know you've obviously got injury at the minute, Bobby, but Kai, what do you want to do?
Obviously.
How soon are you going to be looking at doing it?
Just done my second JB assessments. I'm waiting to hear back from that. Obviously I'm on the England performance squad, so just doing that for now. But turning over, I don't know. Just that's for you all to find out. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Are you going to stay this way as well, do you think?
70. Yeah. No, because I'm only doing 70 now because there's no 67 anymore.
Right.
And I couldn't make 65, it was too less. So as soon as I turn pro, I'll be going back down to welterweight, like 147, I'll make that.
Aye.
Especially with the day before.
Yeah.
So I'll be going back down to welterweight. So I'm not even big for 70, man. I wasn't even that big in the weight. I still won it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Quite a few welterweights in
Could you
the
sit
region.
about that really, isn't it? Or like
That's what I mean.
71.
71, sorry.
Aye.
73 or 74 from, you know, being a bit fat, but like,
Yeah.
when I'm like training all the time, I was making 67, I used to sit at 70, so.
The region's popping like in that division.
Yeah.
I mean, you look like from super feather up to welter, I'd say that's where the vast majority of the regionals
With
best
the
are.
pro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say from about super feather to welter.
Who have we got? Nathan Forrest.
Nathan Forrest,
There's
Jason
two
Covington.
welterweights boxing for a belt. That's Cyrus Patterson, that
Patterson.
Bobby Doll.
Yeah.
Welterweights boxing for them, WBO.
I'm trying to think. My mind's gone blank. Completely gone blank now you said that.
There's quite a...
Owen Reese and that.
Owen Reese, aye. So there's plenty to pick from, Kai.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
know you'll box anyone, like, that's the best thing about it, isn't it?
Don't get us started.
But there's plenty of time, but I would say, I know you're going into it, but one thing I've always wanted to ask you, does this come from your dad?
Do you know what, right? You're gonna laugh, right? Do you know when I was born? I come out the hospital with a bracelet on. Like, it's just now it's something like, it's just like boxing and something else that all I've ever known. I've always had a necklace on, I've always
I've
had
seen your dad wear one as well, like-
like, don't know, it's just, we've always just had him out, what he likes, and then I've always had it, so I like it.
It's like a
Aye.
whole thing.
But it's your trademark, though, people know you
Yeah,
from it, you know what I mean?
so I mean, we're going on the country in that boxing championships and everyone remembers us buying me chain and that. They're like, there's him with a big chain, like,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
People. If you haven't seen it already, putting together a 5k run, holding it at the quayside. I haven't put a date in yet, just until we get closer to 5,000 followers on Instagram, but all you have to do is get us to 5k. In the meantime, all we're doing is doing a 5k weekly leaderboard, so all you have to do is get out on your run, get that personal best, screenshot your Strava or your Garmin or whoever you use to record your run, put it in your Instagram story, tag us, 3 friends from the gym, and put 5k for 5k. Every Sunday at about 5 o'clock, I'll whack up that week's leaderboard to see who's ran the fastest for that week, just to help us out and try and push us closer to that 5,000 followers on Instagram. When we get to 4,900, I'll put a date and time in. Hopefully it's before the start of the season, and before you all go back to school and work and whatever. But it's an open invite to everyone. It'll be held at the quayside, Urban Gardens, so the same route as Matchroom, but Matchroom used for the Josh Kelly card. Just a chance to get the whole region together before the start of the season, hopefully. So yeah, get involved as much as you can, share all of our posts, share everything, just to try and get us to that 5,000 followers. We'll put a date in, we're going to have all of our sponsors there, there's going to be coffee vans there, there's going to be warm up and cool down, one of our sponsors. Kieran from Spinning Sports might even turn up, you know what I mean? There'll be giveaways, there'll be prizes, there'll be t-shirts given out, there'll be all sorts, so get involved. It'll be a good day, it'll be a good run. You'll get to see me blowing out my ass, but if you haven't already, get involved. Get on these 5k runs and let us know. I'll see you at the quayside. Good luck. Go into like your background. Bobby, if you want to go first, just talk about like where it all began for you, where you grew up, what school you went to, stuff like that. And then we'll just go into obviously I want to get into where you talk about when you find Kenton and you find each other kind of thing, and what it's been like. You know what I mean?
Just look at my face sight.
I grew up on Headwath, so Jarrow. Grew up there, lived there for a few years. Then I moved to Hebburn. My upbringing, I would say, was just on a council estate, just rough. I used to just play out rough, do you know what I mean?
Did you know each other now when you were kids?
No. I'm from Hebburn, so he's from Kenton. Like, aye. See, if I'm going up Kenton and Kenton Bar, aye.
Different.
If I'm
Kenton's
going
horrible.
up
Kenton
there,
Bar's
it takes like
mid-yard.
45 minutes in traffic, so it's like 4. We met in Kenton. Well, Kai texted us on Instagram.
That's coming out now.
No,
Were
because
you already boxing though before you met? Like, were you?
How should I drop this?
No, because
No,
there was
I'll tell a
a video
story
on
about that. I was
Instagram.
watching that box live in the championships, right? And I was seeing
Swipe
Bobby
up.
Lubin's from Kenton. I was thinking, she's not from Kenton. So I went on Instagram. She on Instagram, I thought, oh, she's alright. Well, my text her says, well done the day. Didn't even watch her fight, you know, but well done the day. Then I watched her the next day and she got beat, but I was like, well, look at the day, you'll come, something like that. A few more texts, I was like, right, get your Snapchat, and that was it.
I remember him thinking, oh God, he looks kind of young, him. So, nah,
I was 17 at the time, I saw it though.
How old are you now?
21.
I'm 23, so.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like,
But what about you, Kai? Obviously, just go. I know you mentioned it there, but where you were brought up, like what was it like at the start and that?
Kenton is a mint one. Honestly, it's the roughest place ever, but it's lethal. I'm just broken Kenton ball.
getting them
Don't know what to do about that one. Broken Kenton ball, boxed all my life. That's about it.
Because you're getting scraps as a kid now, huh?
Do you know what? It's funny, right? People used to start on it because I boxed. And I used to always say to them, listen, if you're going to hit it, you're going to get flattened. I'd blah, blah, they'd hire you dig and then I'd chin them. And then I would, like, if I got hired out of school, they used to ring me mum and dad, the teachers, and be like, he's fighting again. My mum and dad used to say, did he get hit first? And they'd be like, aye. And they'd be like, right, so it's self-defense.
Yeah.
I'd walk back to school the next day and be like, tell you not starting this, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
So that was the only time I ever used to fight, was when people used to try to look with us, and but it never worked out
It's
for
not
me.
a smart move, like, is it?
Nah, but me, I'm always just a sound kid, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Have you ever had like chew on with people in the northeast, like in the region, as in like other boxers and that? Because I know
Boxers.
from that Ethan McGazzy thing that we sort of twisted way back when.
I
But
don't even know what the stimulates from me.
have you had anything like that before though, no? With any other boxers in your category?
Nah, not really.
No, but you know what the thing is though? It's just it's publicity in it.
That's what it is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Like even if you don't fight or whatever it is, right? Both of you get your name out there even more because people think, oh my god, two amateurs
I don't
going
think
at each
we ever
other.
will fight, because we've asked them to box twice, and both times they said no, he's going in developments, and we only want to do it because there's a million things on Instagram, and I just to end it.
Oh, aye.
But like, it pretty much spiraled that one now, but
Yeah.
we've asked twice and there's been a 2-0, so
Just
Bit
on
what
that
it is, isn't it?
on the publicity thing, do you think with you two being together and having the kind of story behind it, do you think that helps you? As in, like,
didn't them championships
you
because
could,
England
yeah.
boxing
I think
get
it does,
posted
that's
saying like the
something
Power
else.
Cup and that, but like we probably should have built on it, to be honest, but we haven't. But probably it could end up if we
yeah,
were building on it,
definitely.
but I think we haven't done it, so that's a
Is there
problem,
even,
really.
like, it was even anything remotely similar?
what's that? I don't know.
We're the
We're the only couple in England to win the ABS together, like.
And the only other boxing couple I think of was like Eddie Hearn, Sky Nicholson.
So I know that
Yeah.
that
I think
interview,
anyway.
that interview you did, it didn't England boxing didn't put it out. Both centres did. I might have to beep that part out so Bo doesn't get in trouble. Like, but
Yeah, you will.
just I know you were saying about obviously the competition between you and that, because it's like healthy competition, you egg each other on and stuff like that.
Aye.
Has it always been like that since the start?
Yeah.
Anything we do, right? Like, I won't go and play ball or anything.
Nah, you
because it's
can't.
competitive, and like whoever loses
Because
takes
I
the
always
hoof.
win, that's why.
You know,
If I win, like, takes a hoof.
She doesn't win every
I
time.
went to the driving range
I'll never go
once,
back
right?
there. It was rigged. That was rigged. Mate.
Could hit the ball, like, couldn't hit it. Basically, mine was flying. He was like,
all for
coming
it,
back
guys.
So yeah, do you know when you get like that cue that helps you?
No, I didn't.
Whereas I had the harder club, so I'm a bit disadvantaged.
Yeah.
I used to chip drivers. Like, you know, I'm awful at golf.
It's hard, and I just nah.
Never been
You know what the
brought
funny
up
thing
when-
is? I can't remember whose TikTok you posted on, right? But it was a funny TikTok. It was like, why arguing? You can just spar.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was- I just
That-
flew up.
I can't few likes on that, didn't it?
Someone's asked that.
Before you, Pete.
Yeah.
I've Diaz, I don't know, someone's asked in the fun question they put, do you ever spar each other sometimes in
Yeah.
arguments?
We haven't in a while, though.
Well, I'm in a while.
I'm
but-
saying it.
What, in the
though,
house?
don't we?
Small
Have
as
a
a blood
spar
clot.
on.
Do you know why? It was because last time we done it, I punched her in. So
No, you didn't.
let's be honest.
No,
Yes,
you
I did.
didn't.
I give her a hiding for a round, then I let her have a go again, and that's
Talk
it.
shit.
You know, so obviously I just want a different subject here, but do you keep like eyes on the pros in the region? Obviously you've got Jobs and Boss now.
I keep my eyes on everything. I'm obsessed with boxing, mate, so I'm watching
Yeah.
everything boxing, like
I'm the
not
same.
even just in the region, like even when I'm sitting at home, I'm watching boxing. You know what I mean? So I've got my eyes on everything. All these people in the region, all of them, but
What do you think? Because I know you, if I'm right in thinking, do you want to go down the route of like Matchroom and stuff like that, big shows or?
just whatever the best deal is, right? You know what everyone says, all these big deals, but it's where the most fights is the best money and what's going to lead on the best. You know what I mean? And like the right option as well, because
Yeah.
sometimes you can go with these Matchroom in Queensbury and you're like 5 fights in, you're boxing
Right.
someone who's well experienced and you get beaten and you're forgotten about. So for me, it's about not worrying about where I am in my first 10 fights. Like if I'm not on the biggest platform ever, it's about being at the right stage and getting the right fights to build myself. And then after I've had 10 fights and I'm like in 10 rounders,
Yeah.
then I'll go for them big deals and get them big fights because I'm ready. It's about getting ready. I'm only young, you know what I
say
mean?
that.
So
So see, with like obviously with small hall shows and that, do you think like it's crucial at the start to get on them, get activity and stuff like that?
yeah,
Because
the good. I
Just to
definitely
see
am.
what it's like with the
I think
pros,
small
isn't it?
hall
So
shows are a
like,
massive up at the minute.
Do you know who's gonna
general.
take it up? Was that Boss Promotions, Danny. He's gonna take over the full no fees with him.
Danny's got.
He's gonna blow everyone out the water. Him.
So what do you think?
Fly.
This is one of my questions that I've written down. Is what do you think about the competitiveness between, especially in our region, between like obviously Jobs and you've got Boston and Shamrocks and haven't really been as active, but like, what do you think with that? Do you think that's good? Do you think it's good competition, or do you think
there's
it's
loads
like,
of shows?
It's got to be good, isn't it?
No fees gets forgotten about, doesn't it?
Aye.
All down London, Manchester, but like there's a lot of good people up there. So good competition and a polarised like the two belts fight on that next road show. So
that's a kind of arena, is a kind of venue.
I think we've like threw a right spanner in the works, me, because when we weren't about, they were just keeping in their own lanes doing the thing, but we just stir the pot a little bit and get them going.
Don't forget like big social media, right? So why not let's just use social media to just twist loads of things, cause loads of arguments, and boom, you've a big show.
They could work together. Like I've said it a few times. Like look at Eddie and Frank. Like they did 5v5. They could do. I know it's small, but they could do stuff like that.
They'll do well.
They're rivals, but they work together, don't they?
But they don't. That's the thing.
No, I'm saying Eddie and Frank do.
All right, yeah.
Like the rivals, but they work together.
They should work together. Everyone should work together because it's not about the promoters. It's not about us. It's about boxers at the end of the day.
It'd be better as well if they spread the shows out a little bit more.
Aye.
Rather than like I remember Titles in the
Same
time
week.
and the Boss one, it was like a week. And then it was Boss, and then it was like 4 months with no pro shows. And then come in August,
One every 2 months or something.
there's like a 7-day period where there's 2 shows, and there's now for another 3 months.
So all it will take as well is a simple phone call. Pick up the phone, mate. When you've got your shows on.
The other thing, right? They're in competition with each other. Get all the boxers, get the best shows. So they're gonna try and get each other. He's got a show there. I'm gonna put a bigger one the week before something.
I mean, yeah,
they're gonna do that on there because with them being small holes. So it's like obviously Frank and Eddie are like. They're massive, so it doesn't matter when they do it, no matter what's going to sell in there. So it's the competition, that's why they're doing that with each other, do you know what I mean?
Where does that put you? Like, obviously, as an established amateur now, and you look at, obviously, everyone knows you're looking to turn pro in the next couple of years. Where does that put you in that space? And are you just happy to box as a free agent on anyone's show? Or?
No, I'll be getting a deal wherever I go, do you know what I mean? Be getting onto things and getting to put a deal on. I'll be like one of them ones who's on every other week.
There's a few of these.
Just a ticket deal.
I'm not being big-headed, but I'm too good to be that kind of fighter. Do you know what I mean? Like where I'm going, I want built up properly.
If you look outside the region, like some of these smaller promoters are, mate, they're doing good, like top tier.
Yeah, they are.
He's just put an interview out the other day about saying he's let DAZN like run the show for free and he's paid out of his own pocket. Like,
who's that?
That's top tier. Runs that.
Johnny.
I think I've seen something about that. Yeah.
Aye, that's it. He's. Then there's who else? VIP. They do well. They do a good promotion.
He's been doing well.
3156.
3156. But these are like they do it good, like to a good standard. I think. Granted, like obviously we're doing better, but I think we could probably do a lot better in the region with the promoters that we've got. They could probably the material that they use. They could probably work on it and make it look. It obviously takes time. You know, Boss has been around for 2 seconds. We've only had one show. Obviously,
I was really unfortunate on that show as well. To be fair with me.
I do want to shed a little bit of light on that because, like I say, I put an interview about it the other day, but that first show there, like I think everyone should be supporting. I'm not tugging tug of war. I'm not saying one or the other, but out of the 2 promoters, Danny has done well to get his show back on, like his promotion back on the feet, because he could have easily sacked it off there and then after the first one.
That was really unlucky the way it gone. It was meant to be a 4-man tournament, wasn't it? And then obviously Mark pulled out, unfortunately. And then
the day before,
and then if he decides to scrap that show, them fighters who've paid for their camps, they paid for everything, all that goes down the drain, they don't get anything from it. Like a lot of fighters, they just about break even when the ticket deals, and that, but in exchange for that, they get a one on the record, or if they do win, but then if they put all that in, and then they just don't get anything in return for it if they cancel the show. But he put the show on, so there's still the opportunity to showcase his skills, didn't he?
It's because he cares about the boxers, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah. I will give me credits to Jobs. Like they've put on like Dan Francis from down south. He's put on a good show. Do you know what I mean? Like with Bobby Dalton and Ben Crock at the top. Like you can't not say it's a good show. And the titles and the time, the way they put it up in the virtual, and it looked like a matchroom show. It was well put together. But I think morally at the minute, at this current state and time, because I've got the same like care for the boxers as Danny does, and we kind of like sync like that. I think Danny deserves as much help and his credit to build his next couple of shows as he can, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's why I've decided to partner with Danny, because I think it's only right morally that he gets some backing, because Jobs don't necessarily need it as much as what he does, do you know what I mean? And it's my job to build up the full region, not just one or the other, like everyone. So that's where I'm at with the pros. But I think just tying it in with you again, just because I know he's want to go pro, and is anyone in the region that you're kind of like heading towards? Like, is anyone? I know obviously you've been at Kenton for a long time now. Where is that? Is that where you're going to stay? What's the crack with that?
I think if I go pro, I always say I want to go down the country. You know.
That's where all the big gyms are at, innit? It's less trouble for your spar and stuff like that, but I
it's
mean,
a lot of money, isn't it? And you need good sponsors. Do you know what I mean? If you want to go down the country.
I think when I look at fighters when they go down south as well, it makes it a little bit more struggle for like us to be able to cover you. Because you look like Josh Kelly.
Aye.
He's only up there once every 4 months, and then he's only here for like a split window, so we can't really get a hold of him. But then when they're always here, we can just go, oh, when you're available maybe this week, and they're going, oh yeah, I'm available this, and this, and then it's easy as that. But down south, there's a lot more opportunities. I mean, look at some of the gyms down south. You've got Matchroom Gym, Ben Davison, Tony Sims. Something Gallagher, I can't remember his first name, what's he called?
Joel Gallagher.
That's the one.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
There's a few. I'd say Kenton's probably probably the best in the North East. There's a couple of them. Billingham's a good amateur gym. Yeah. Obviously Kenton does well. There's loads, but I'd say definitely in the top 3. And the shows are unbelievable. I've only ever seen you on one of the home shows, Kai. Obviously when we first come about, but the shows that they put together, and I think Bo helped a lot with that, with the promotion and stuff like that.
Shows,
I'd never leave Kenton. For, like in the amateurs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they're quite like tight knit, I know. Like it's like a family. Compared to other gyms and
that's what I got. Kenton man, everyone.
Everyone's
that's what I got when I walked in that gym when I came for the last show. I walked in, I was like, there's something just a little bit different here. Like I walk in, there's like a hall of, like, is it called a Hall of Fame?
Oh, the board where.
Yeah, that's it.
It's getting done up actually now.
Yeah, I've seen them there.
They had all our titles on, all the new ones this season. Oh, I've won 4 things this season, man.
What would you say is like your highest point and your lowest point, if you think off the top of your head, from starting boxing for like the first time you walked into the gym up to now? What would you say if you start for your lowest point first? What's been the hardest, biggest challenge for you both?
Losing. I hate losing so much now. Oh my god.
And championships are just any bout.
Like, you know, this season, right? I won 11 in a row, won the ABs, right? Won the first England one, then got beat in the final. And tell you the truth, I've not enjoyed this season at all now.
Have you not?
Since I got beat in the last one, it's just ruined the full thing for us. Like, I hate losing so much.
I think that's a mental thing. I think that's like in you.
I'm just so, I just love to, I like really want to be the best that much. I just can't take losing. Losing's the worst thing in the world for me, so.
Do you think do you think, I don't know if you do, but do you think you put pressure on yourself a little bit?
Me? Anymore. I have done since I was about this big, but.
Because I know.
Makes diamonds, doesn't it?
The only reason I asked that is because in interviews before you've said like 70 kilogram. I think you probably are one of the best at 70 kilogram, but when you get beat, you're thinking, it's on my weight, beating us, whatever. Is that what you think, or?
I know, because obviously the kid I lost to was like, he's on GB. He's had about 30 odd more international bouncing. That was the only problem. I made a few mistakes at an international level. So that's what got his coat out. So like when I look back at it and watch it, and I thought, you know what, if I had just switched on and done what I could have done, I could have won easy, but
experience.
That's the benefit of it, isn't it, though?
That's where I took the loss well, and I thought, right, look where I went wrong for, right, I could have done this, could have done that.
Yeah.
Obviously I didn't, so you got beat, but it's just the actual thought of losing that gets me.
What's it like? You know, obviously when you go on these England camps and that, and you're looking after you in the tracksuits, what's it like for you? Like,
mate,
the first time you went down,
absolutely solid.
Are they?
I swear to God, it's 3 days, right? And like the first day you might train once or twice, the second day you'll train like 3 times, and then Sunday you'll train twice. But because you sit them out all day and you're waiting and that, like you keep getting warm, keep getting cold, then you spawn hard. Then like it's not even like it's easy spawn. Like I'm all spawned like all the other top kids in 70 and that, like that Jack Lambert, I'm all spawning. So it's like having a fight every other week. It's
you come in when you're like so far about a week after, aren't you? Just
obviously it's good having your tracksuit, your England kits and that. Like, you think yes, I'm fighting.
Here it is.
Oh mate, they're brutal though. I'm not gonna lie. The camps are hard.
Do they put you through like media training and all that, don't they? Is that right? Or do they put you through?
I wore the cameras and the pictures, and then like I had to do it over a week before the 4 Nations. When I done my sport, I had to go through, answer loads of questions, then talk about my sport, answer questions again. And I was like, but it was just random questions. And I was thinking, and then I'm tired of my sport and back then I was like, what are we doing? Like, what's going on? But it is good though. It is good.
But just another topic I kind of want to go into, because obviously at former, I don't know if he's still training out, Callum Drinkle still training out, Kenton.
He's at killer strength, isn't he?
I don't know what Callum's doing. Yeah,
I think he's at killer strength. I've seen a
He's
clip.
went on licence, and so I think he's went on licence gym, but
his reason for going on licence is what I find interesting. So he's kind of like doing it as a trial to test out whether he can sell tickets when he turns over. That's a smart move.
Makes sense. It does make sense.
don't know. It's working well for him, but I think he's too good to be like an unlicensed player. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a good kid, Callum. He always has been, but if that's what he wants to do, it's his choice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you think it's smart though? As in, like, would you ever? I don't think you struggle selling tickets. I think, especially like from what you've achieved.
Not with the following you've got now.
No, but do you think like it's smart for like people like Callum to do that, just to test the waters, see if they can sell tickets? Or
you know what, I think the idea is quite good actually. Like, it's a good idea, but I don't know. It's a good idea. It's a hard question. That
some people are getting a bit fed up from it. From what I'm gathering, people are getting a bit like sick and tired of the amateurs and that, so they turn over to the
loads of people do
more unlicensed because it's more exciting and more like uplifting. I think it's like your shows and that. Do you like unlicensed shows?
It's just really different element though. When you go to like an unlicensed show, everyone's jumping off the seats. You know, you got MCs there, and everything's.
But then look at the people you actually box as well. Look,
it's
terrible, isn't it? So it's going to build your confidence, isn't it? If you lose it in the amateurs and you do that, and you're boxing nobody's, it's going to boost your confidence, isn't it?
It just depends what path you want to be on.
Well, I mean, unlicensed can be a good route, can't it? I mean, you look at Adam and Matt McCallum, both came through unlicensed. Fabio Wardley, unlicensed. So it can be a good route for certain people if they do it correctly.
But I was with some of the pros we've had, and spoke about it, and saying like your usual ticket buyer, sometimes they don't have a clue about boxing. They just go for a night out because they enjoy the atmosphere and that. And I think sometimes it doesn't depend, because look at this Misfits carry on. It doesn't matter where, like, not everyone understands the fact that you have been at 80 amateur bouts, box all over it.
They've obviously Jordan McCann fight big stacks. That's the reality we live in now, unfortunately.
That's because they're big on socials, though, isn't it? So that's why you've got to be big on socials.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you think like, do you know much about, like, obviously the business side of boxing, away from boxing actually in the ring, but the other element of the pros when you're looking at that? Does that, like, not worry you yet, but are you ready for it, do you think?
One thing I'm realising, it's 10% boxing, the rest is
just,
you know what I mean? It's
100%.
How do I word it? It's not meant like because you think it's just going to be boxing. It's
like not fun.
Kind of kills the fun out of it. Like the amateurs, right? Just enjoy it because it is fun. Because as soon as you start turning that one, you just get less fun.
You win by the phone, aren't you? Really, when if you're in the pros.
It's activity, and I think this is what, obviously stuff like this, like the podcast and that, this is what helps, because people look into it. Do you know what I mean? And you know what people are like when you start watching something, they'll sit and watch the full thing. They'll find out stuff that you just might never ever say in an interview or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So that's why, like, obviously, I think getting news on as amateurs is just a demonstration, like, because it's kind of like what to expect when you do turn over, because you're probably going to get approached now by a lot of people who probably get on other podcasts or interviews or whatever and stuff like that. Because when it comes to the pros, that's all it's all about, just getting your personality out there, selling tickets. But it's another thing, and you've got to look at your brain scans or your health checks and all that carry on. Like, it's not just jump in the ring, put 10-ounce gloves on and box.
That's what I always think. I think I'd probably feel the brain scan me or something.
So
that'd be my luck or something.
So with this obviously is a BBF Fitness. Get that?
BBF Fitness.
I don't know where I get BBS from. BBF Fitness. But how far do you want to go with that? You're just going to keep doing it throughout your pro career?
Works around my times. Do you know what I mean? I can book people in when I want. So I can still train when I want.
Is that strength and conditioning, isn't it? That
as well, and do a boxing class on Tuesday and Thursday.
Right.
But to be honest, I do a class every day at 9:30. And then just weights training, not like S&C directly, like for boxers.
It's like
normal personal training, like for women.
Been a college enough for that, like, have you?
Aye.
I think a few people have gone down that route, haven't they? Nathan Whiskey does this.
There's a funny story about that. I actually.
Oh no.
When I went to college, I was actually supposed to do my PE course, but I picked the wrong course. I didn't realise until I was like say a couple of weeks into the college year, and I was like, I'm sure I'm supposed to be a PE teacher, not a PT. But I'm glad I actually picked the wrong course now, because I could not train with kids.
So what was
What was
it? My last was that. Shelby, she's works in a nursery and fuck.
I've got a qualification in PE, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I done it in school.
Mate, the only GCSE I got was art and photography. That was it.
I've got kind of few, mate.
Have you?
Yeah.
I
Here
don't
we are.
know.
This
I
is
didn't
the
get maths,
conversation.
like, I can't do maths.
I wasn't surprised there, man, Kai. I don't want to get.
No,
I was
I'd be
surprised.
very surprised, to be honest. Like,
We use the numbers or the letters and grades.
numbers, mate.
You were numbers.
Yeah.
Were you numbers?
I think.
Aye.
I was.
So
You were
should be
great,
alright when
weren't
it
you?
comes to the business side of it. Then, so what's it
Yeah.
all about, isn't it?
Not anymore. Too many punches.
But so I'm going to go into a few questions here. I've got a few for both of you, and then questions away from like it's not just about boxing, and obviously what the people have asked.
I've got a few questions actually in my head. I've
Aye.
just thought of them there, aye.
Go on and send them out. You and Chris.
fire.
Well, then here are 5 boxers, right, past or present, who you'd like love to box.
Love the box?
Yeah, like past, present, however before.
Well,
Is
like
that in
any
the pros?
boxer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Past 100 years ago or now.
Okay, Fly Mayweather,
Oh, I'm not.
Marvin
crazy.
Hagler, Andre Ward.
Yeah,
You've got his job. Ryan Garcia.
that's a good
Cool
one.
for him.
He's just around Conor Ben.
Yeah, and Tommy Hearns.
Who?
Tommy Hearns.
Oh, right, Tommy. I thought you said Tommy Fury.
No, Tommy Hearns.
I'm not a clue, mate. I'd like to get in with Katie Taylor, mate, because I think
Aye.
she's just a beast, just to
Aye.
say I got
Yeah.
in with her.
Let me.
She's
I'm
a
going
pure
to
beast, isn't she?
throw my special span on the work
Go on.
here
One.
about the region.
Oh, in the region.
Here we go.
I
I'd
beat
say,
everyone in the region, mate.
No,
so-
well, amateur and pro. I can.
Bro.
So that's anyone who's gone for the amateurs and the pros.
like now, like who's in the amateurs now, really?
Past
Or
as
what?
well.
Oh. Yeah.
Regionally.
Lawsy. Anyone?
Anyone. She doesn't know me. Anyone. Nah, I haven't got a Pacific. Like, I like everyone in the region.
Anyone who breathes.
Yeah. Josh Kelly's got a world title. I suppose he's the best of all of them. So
Yeah.
Like prime Kai in the amateurs and prime whoever in the amateurs. Who would you think would
Me.
be? That's a good. Who would you like? Who would you say is like the best?
I thought you were going to say
Oh.
like prime whoever in the amateurs. I beat all of them. So just. Prime in the amateurs. I don't know.
I don't know who's done actually. Who's
I
done
love a
really
box
well.
Bob.
Josh
Right?
Kelly.
I can't.
Who,
I
me?
love
The
Bob.
Olympics.
I think
Might not win that one, boy.
if I was your way, I'd beat you.
Oh, right. No.
When I was a lad, I would beat you.
She seems to think she could beat me. It's
I
impossible.
would.
What about 3 venues you'd love to box at?
Wembley.
Aye.
Aye,
MGM.
Wembley.
Oh, MGM Grand.
I'd probably go to Saudi as well, mate. That looks mint, that.
Yeah.
Probably
Still
Wembley.
like
Get a nice page out in Saudi, you know, and
Yeah,
yeah, tax free.
MGM Grand, though. Just,
It's historic,
I
isn't
love
it?
that place, yeah.
Oh. So how do you like keep each other in line? Because I spoke about this again in one of the other podcasts, but it's like when you go through the amateurs at a young age, you get hit from life from all different directions, job, car, just general life problems and that. How have you like throughout your process and your journey so far? How have you like kept each other on the straight and
Just
narrow?
because we train together and keep each other all right with that. With the eating as well. Like, I love eating good. He loves eating.
It's grand.
You know, right, I've been on a diet since I was 10 years old.
So they got a plan more friends.
So I like try and like stop him from doing it.
Like, I'm going to send you this picture. You can put it on the podcast. I answer of my dad meeting us at the gate at school. I'm about 13. He's giving this like, white fish and beans. Like, I'm on a diet, horrible diet all my life. So when I'm not dieting, I'm going for scramble.
Aye.
There's no,
Paddy's doing the style.
good. Yeah,
What's your go-to like after a bout?
anything, everything.
If you give Pablo Prince one recommendation you can try.
Palmer Prince, a bolognese Palmer, but add jalapenos.
There you go.
That's the go-to Palmer rod.
I'm not a fan of Palmos, I've
I
said it
love
before,
them,
see it
mate.
again, I think they're overrated.
They're not mad.
Nah, really, they're not special, like, but they are really.
I just think like, yeah, get like a fillet chicken thing from Aldi, right? Slap some grated cheese in it, there you go.
No, because it's
You know what I mean?
not
I
bad,
tell you
isn't
what, my dad used to make it for us. My dad's sketty bolognese. Oh, mate, my dad used to
Aye.
make a better sketty bolognese.
I went to Manjaro's earlier, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
not if you're a diet and
I've never been there
Aye,
before.
fair enough.
Manjaro's,
I've been
not.
once, I thought it was arse, like.
Is that right?
I
got a Palmo there.
Palmo, right? Egans, mate, you're from Sunderland, you haven't tried decent Palmo. I'm getting mate, there's Manjaro's in Sunderland. It's the exact same restaurant as the one in Borough. How is it any different?
No,
they're probably
there's one in Borough, right? Like, like
How much?
posh Manjaros.
Oh,
No,
have
we
we?
went.
Oh, have
We
we?
went to like posh Manjaros in Borough.
So I'm
Like, drop that
It was 10 times better than Palmer, like. It might be.
The Palmer.
It's around
The Palmer.
I don't
New
know.
Palmer.
there's one around the corner. I don't know if it's Stockton or there's one in Burren and there'll be one in Stockton.
There's one that's in like a housing estate, like a posh housing estate, like a posh man George. Doesn't look like a normal one. Like we went with Callum and that. Mate, it was the best one.
Aye, that was the best Palmer I've ever had.
It was just a mission away.
We're there. So just I'm going in. I'll go into questions now. But what we've talked about the highs and the lows and that.
Yeah.
If we go back to when you first started, where did you kind of meet each other? I think that's the question that people want to know is how did you just kind of find each other in start?
Instagram.
Oh, you spoke about that, haven't you?
What
were you at when that happened? Were you at Kenton that?
So I'd left Berkeley. I was at Berkeley, but I was like leaving Berkeley. Like I literally left Berkeley. Then I probably text you, and I think I went to Kenton the week after.
Right.
But it was just like it was just coincidence that it worked out. Like
Who was at Burley when you were there?
everyone,
Was he?
like all the poor, everyone was there. Then. Why are you laughing?
Coincidence.
It was coincidence.
But aye.
But yeah, everyone was at Burley.
It was a good gym, like, wasn't it?
I've had a few good people out of Berkeley, haven't I?
Yeah. The only people that weren't there was the McCormack.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else was there.
They turned over then, like.
They were down Bendy.
Was
I think they've got fights lined up. Pat and Luke.
Was he?
I think so.
Yeah.
So some questions that I've put together then. So what's the funniest thing that's happened so far? That's just between you two.
I don't even know.
What do you mean?
reckon?
Like, have you ever been on any like trips away with boxing and that one, huh?
Boxing trip,
Aye.
maybe. What?
Like with a
funny thing
gym?
that's happened on a boxing trip?
With a gym, or have you ever been like sparring abroad or anything like that?
I bet there's something.
Every time me and Leo go on a boxing trip away, right, we end up making some mad vlog, and I just torture him the full time we're away. Like,
Tortures everyone, you man.
but mainly Lee. So I've had some funny ones with Lee, like Steve. I love going away with Steve. Right? You go away with Steve, right? As soon as he has a few pints, I take you you're there for about 4 hours talking about it. Man, I just sit listening to me. I
He
make the
makes
same
a trip,
stories.
Steve. Like, if Steve wasn't there, I don't know, I'd just bore him about him.
Yeah.
Like,
He's got a few characters in the gym, like obviously Lawrence Fair's doing
Lawrence.
I
Lawrence is
really
funny.
enjoyed his
Listen, right.
performance.
Lawrence is 18, right? By the time Lawrence is my age, 21, I'll bet with anyone he's got an ABA title.
100%.
So,
I watched him get
so
so good. I thought, Jesus Christ, that was some
I've
performance.
seen that the Shane Callum Foster free. Listen, that's like a sparring session for Lawrence. And then the same box as how's your mate? That's another sparring session, I'm gonna be honest.
To be fair,
And then he's gonna go for an elite belt. And then he's gonna come on the ABA. Like,
I watched
he's too good.
at the time when he boxed on your show. I'd fell out of hell at the time. I remember it was all.
You were wanting loads of I can't remember. Make sure you listen to this, Harry. You want to win.
I can't remember why it's over. Like, I can't even remember, but I went because I was working there. I was doing interviews and that. I was seeing him get beat, but I think Lawrence is just an awkward fighter, and
He just goes to the outside, doesn't he? He boxes really on the outside.
Just smart, and
I spar Lawrence sometimes when I do some rounds for writing. He's got the most deceivingly long arms you've ever had. Like, you do front your right there, and then boom, he's hit you, and you're like, hey, like, where did that? And I'll slip one, then the next one hits, and I'm like, I'm going to just stick it on you. Like, you're too fast. He's too fast, long range.
Has he always been a Kenton like? Has he?
Lawrence, when he first started boxing, right, was about this big. Chubby is out, big dreads.
I love to see him like talk more in the interviews.
He's
He's quite a shy
quiet.
kid, yeah.
when he's with us, we go for a Nando's every week, me, him, and there, right? And he just doesn't shut up, right? But any other time, he's so quiet.
Yeah.
Thing is though, I think when you it depends where you're at though on your journey.
Oh,
these
yeah,
two have no choice. You've got to be open and that now. But with Lawrence and that, probably where he's at, he's probably just locked in, and he's not bothered about
Locked in, like,
not bothered about him.
Me and him were going a half eight last night after we've both been to work all day. I was sparring yesterday. We went to her gym, she's training, we can West and say half eight at night, like, he's locked in, so I'll tell him you best watch out. I'm telling you, and you look at how, because he's coming, he's not even coming, he's the champ, but it's game over for you.
Everyone wants it. Sky Taylor was asking for it as well. From
Who's that? God. I'm going to speak for Lawrence. Who's that?
Early September, I've done some show, I was trying to get it on.
Aye.
Early September.
Good though, that's all we want. This is what we do it for though. Do you know what I mean?
Lawrence is ready to go now.
Because you build it up, that's what I mean. You build it up and you get it. Because otherwise, it would just be
another fight, wouldn't
the
it?
coach. Get in touch with the coach.
At least if he's ended up doing some interviews now, I'll do the talking for Lawrence. Just stand him lectures. I'll be like his manager. I'll be like, listen, you're getting it. You know what I mean? I'll do the talking for him.
Hal's not really like that either, to be fair. Like he's just heads in the clouds, like he does, isn't he? But say it just depends where you're at, innit? But say it's for you two, it's definitely something like you've got to like. And I'm going to help you out as much as I can because I think he's like sound as fuck, like, especially with like not knowing you for long. You know what I mean? I've only interviewed you a handful of times, but I believe because you have done a lot in the amateurs and that, you will go far. But it's just this other side of it that we've got to like
social
build
media,
up.
man. Like, that's what you got to build.
Yeah,
Like.
That's my
Social
worst
media
part,
is
like
the
I can
biggest
box,
part.
but the other part, like talking and all that, it's just like, oh god.
You know, until I started on any boxing, I never used to post my socials.
The best thing,
never used to post
the best thing to do is just be yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck what anyone else thinks. Like,
And now I just reshare everything. Anything I see on my feed, bang, on the story. Because all it is just people. It
It's
pops
about
up.
Not caring what people actually
Yeah,
think as
it's
well.
Funny
And
you
it
just said
piling
that
them
earlier,
on.
saying like not caring what anyone thinks, right? I was with Lawrence yesterday, and he turned around, he was like, I've got a question. He always asks this mad questions.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he says. He I've got a question. I was like, what? He was like, how are you just so confident? I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, when you want a camera, and like, says, you're just so confident. Why? And I was like, because I couldn't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
I'll just be me. And I said, so then it just comes. And he was like, and I used to look, and he's just going, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm thinking, he's good, like.
yeah.
Just me again, people. Interrupting again. But yeah, we asked again, usual advert break here. We are offering 10, 15, 30, 60, however many second long you want, adverts for your businesses and companies on this podcast, generating around a couple of hundred views every podcast. So that's only going to get bigger. Do you know what I mean? If you jump on now and help us out, pay for travel, pay for the actual studio itself, pay for kit and equipment to upgrade the studio that we're working in, then get in touch with that NE Boxing Instagram. It's a massive opportunity for any small business or company willing to get involved. It's not a lot of money and it helps us out to be able to give these boxers a voice and a bit of recognition for the hard work that we put in. So yeah, if you haven't, get in touch with that NE Boxing on Instagram. Let us know your interest, and as well, get involved in this 5k run and let's get us to 5,000 followers on Instagram. If you haven't already, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new, and follow all of our socials. This podcast is only going to get bigger and bigger. So yeah, thanks for all your support so far. Nice one. Enjoy the rest of the podcast. Hope you've enjoyed episode 4. And I'll see you in the next one.
If your man, he's just got a mad little personality when he speaks in that, but
I'm
like
that now. I haven't always been like that though, because I think it's this day and age you get fucking washed into like what people think of you and that. And I know my lass is the same. I speak to Shelby about it all the time, and it's like it's hard not to, because you just it's like constant like every day, isn't it? Competition and that. But I think NE Boxing's helped me out massively with that, because like say I took myself in front of the camera doing interviews. I didn't even know you, but when I interview, it's like I've known you for 5 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just because it's like you like force yourself into that, like not in your comfort zone. Like you just end up being yourself, and you don't care. Like I took the camera on now. Some of the shit that comes out my mouth, I don't even realise half the time. We just fucking go along with it. You know what I mean?
I think the weirdest thing is, I'm not even trying to promote my YouTube here. Right? I've just started my YouTube, right? Just talk about boxing in general.
What's it called?
Young Chris Boxing, right?
Shout out Young Chris
There it is,
Boxing.
right?
Yeah, that's the promotion.
The weirdest thing I found about it all is talking to myself in a microphone.
Or like,
Because I'm so used to talking to you on like an interview, talking to myself and just waffling to myself. I find it weird.
It's a new age, though.
You start thinking like, yeah, am I getting a bit mad?
I'm a dad, me. I've got a 1-year-old at home, and like, obviously the things that go through your head is like, my son's going to say stuff one day, but the reason, as long as you're using social media in a good way, in a positive way, it's a good tool, in it. And I think if you're using it for a good purpose, because some people use social media for all kinds of stuff, but if you use it for like a positive thing, what I'm trying to do, I can show me Ben one day and say, do you know what it is, I was trying to like help the region kind of thing. So that's all I think. I just think, I couldn't give a fuck what anyone thinks. A lot of people might not like us, a lot of people do, but the reasons I'm doing it's a lot better for what people might think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help people out.
It's like building amateurs and getting them ready for like big things like speaking, and
that's what it is.
The thing is, this happens all over the country. I don't think people realise there's people like me all over the country who try and do this, but the North Easters never had it. We've had all sorts of chew on with the amateurs and that, like proper.
That's what's a nightmare in the North East, because it's like it's probably one of the most talented places in England, right?
Absolutely.
But because there wasn't anyone like you that are pushing it on socials and like getting out there.
Yeah.
Everyone just gets forgotten about, and like the only odd kid who breaks through, it's the odd one.
We've only really had like Josh, Troy, Lawsy to an extent.
Yeah.
And then from there you look at like Cyrus. Then them are the ones who really made a name on the big shows. The rest may have fought on them, but might have just fought in like a next gen type thing. So like the more we can push it, the more headline shows we get back here, the more opportunity for you to fight on big shows. You know, like Josh Kelly, you said that could open up an opportunity for you to fight on Like maybe even just open the card up on the prelims.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You get your say and stuff like that.
So, let's go back into these questions. It says, have you got any plans for like opening up your own gym one day, like just between the both of you?
Open up my own gym.
Do you know if I'm making boxing, and then eventually I want to open my gym. Like say if I'm retired, open my own gym, and then.
Would you do it together though, as the competitive?
No.
You always say you wouldn't open a gym, wouldn't you?
I think it
Why?
keeps you in
If I
line.
was ever going to, it wouldn't be with her.
Why?
Why?
Like,
It's good. I've made that your house as well.
because I'd be like a Mr. Miyagi, do you know what I mean? She's like
Aye.
Danielson, really, do you know what I mean? So like, Miyagi didn't have no co-partner, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a one-man band, me, so it's
Do you know
my
what-
way or the highway.
The thumbnail of this thing is just going to be Kai like that.
Yeah.
If you retired, you wouldn't
Batista's
train.
Miyagi
though.
though. Lethal.
So you wouldn't be
Yeah,
in
but
the
I could
gym
be
if you
like-
retired.
Yeah, but I could be a coach, I could be like Bomac, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter if
Yeah.
I put a bit of weight on, I'll like go on the
But
path.
you know what the thing is? I think the reason you see so many professionals go into management, coaching, like that is so that they're still involved.
Still
that's,
involved.
Because a lot
Aye.
of them,
Do you know
look at-
abuse?
that's what I
Aye.
think, like, because
Yeah.
like, without boxing, like, I haven't got a clue what I do.
Well, this is the thing.
No.
Like, this
I
is the
think I
thing
would.
because you look at like some Manny Pacquiao now. He never won management or coaching, and now he's fighting at 51 because he just can't stop.
Get away,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if you keep yourself in that loop, you can keep yourself on a good path, and then, you know, sometimes fighters go off the rails. You know, you look at Mike McGregor and stuff like that. You don't want to go down that sort of route. So
All comes back
Stay
down to
involved,
purpose,
innit?
innit?
yeah, definitely,
Like,
yeah.
You bricklayer, but that's not your purpose. That's not what you want to be doing for the rest of your life.
I'm not doing it the rest of my life. Boxing's my plan, man.
Aye.
It's just for now, just
Yeah.
until I turn pro, and then
You always
take
need
over.
something like they don't you
Aye.
fall
Just
back
keep it
on.
going.
Well,
Yeah.
I still work now. Like this is again, a lot of this is voluntary. It's not like paid, like, you know what I mean. I've got
Yeah.
sponsors and that, but I do have the love of the game. Really, that's the
Yeah.
same as you. You know what I
Go
mean?
for it, innit?
But it's how important would you say is like sponsors, especially now in this stage of your career, for the both of you to kind of like jump in the mix and that, like as you're looking to turn over, how important do you think it is to get them on board now?
Very important, so then they can stay with you when you go pro, and the name's always there with you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Through the amateurs and then through the pros. The longer they're with you, the more you're getting it out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The longer the trust grows, doesn't it?
Aye, aye.
I
Stuff
think
like that.
realistically, you gravitate your sponsors from the people you know. I've noticed. I think you don't.
close, like close, like
Aye.
companies, like, yeah, definitely.
If you don't
my
make-
main sponsors are like old
Aye.
people that I know, like, you know what I mean. And it's like
You wanna
their
help you
dad's
out.
company or something, or their cousins. Like it is close by normally. Like,
Unless you're like top, like making a lot of noise, you know, you get like competitions, companies, and that sponsoring you. But I think I've noticed from doing any boxing, like we've gotten sponsors just by people who's known someone or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's it's important. If you can afford to do it, and you can afford to jump on board and help out amateur boxers, especially like these two and that, just do it, because you know what I mean. One, it's going to bring the companies good exposure, and two,
Aye.
helps you out and it gets
plus
you
as well, though, if they get you from the start and you do actually grow as much as you like, you think you're gonna,
exactly.
and their company logo's everywhere, then their company
Exactly.
grows eventually. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
that's
if you start off getting 1,000 views, okay, there's 1,000 people viewing that badge, but the next thing you know, I've got 1 million views.
Aye.
That's 1 million views. You know what I
But
mean?
there's another thing about the pros as well. You can whack these companies' badges on your shorts, on your fight
Yeah.
kits, all this
Aye.
and that.
I say I always put my sponsors all over me.
Yeah,
kits and that,
exactly,
like,
yeah.
So, and like,
What-
like you say, you're thinking about going to say one of my sponsors. You know what I mean?
Aye.
That's I've seen on my kits.
That's 100%. I wouldn't know who they were if it wasn't for you. So
Nah,
Stonebridge Motors,
yeah.
give them a shout, give them an extra bonus or something. But what would you say is like the biggest burdens when it comes to like financially and amateurs and that? Like I know you mentioned before about getting to and from the gym and stuff like that.
Aye. Cost
Would you
it,
say it's
aye.
just travel and that?
What's
like,
that? What?
Like what's the biggest expenses for?
I think definitely
Boxing
travel
gloves
for
are kinda
me.
expensive.
Boxing gloves.
No, but it's right,
Aye,
though,
well,
isn't
aye,
it?
Got
It's
two
true.
pairs of winnings,
Kits
one of them
and
was
that, innit?
800 quid. You know what I
Aye.
mean? The biggest expenses, right? Training, innit? You've got to pay to train.
I think
Yeah,
as
food as
well,
well.
you can't work all the time, can you? Like me
Aye.
with me like personal training, people want times where I'm at training and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd rather obviously go training because that's what I want to
Yeah.
do. I have to miss like that
Aye.
payment or a new client because I can't do it. So I think
Sometimes
people
you have
don't
to pay
realise that as
nutritionists and
well.
all that as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Like,
All
see,
that
that-
stuff.
that's
Can't
where
work
I'm
as
sound.
much if you want to box. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's one of boxing's biggest misconceptions to me. Like people think there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
But
No,
until you
it's
get to the
not.
right at the very top, there's
No,
there's no on the wheel,
Absolutely
really, is there? Like
no.
sometimes you go in your own pocket on the, especially when you turn over.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go in your own pocket to box because you've got to pay for your opponent, you've got to
Aye.
pay the promoter. So it's like, because I'm only saying that because I was one of them. I used to think like that. I used to think, everyone boxing now, they must make a fortune, but you don't.
No,
Until you like say until you get to a certain level.
You get a massive deal straight away, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, aye.
Which is obviously few and far between, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
But
Yeah.
these sponsors, helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know
I
what
think
I mean?
before championships as well, like you do it as well, don't you? Take like a couple of days off work before, like say you've got a big fight coming up, you don't want
I
to
just take a
drain
full week
yourself
off, mate.
constantly
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah,
So
like my gaffer's so sound. Like I text him. He's on holiday now. I text him yesterday. I says, look, I'm going to London next week, Spawn. I was like, can I stay off 2 days?
Aye.
He's sound, you know what I mean? So shout out Leachy at MGL. He's my sponsor as well.
Aye.
So, but shout out him. My gaffer's so sound. Like whenever I need off, he just says, look. He said to us, he says, I don't want you laying bricks the rest of your life. He says, I want you to do what you want to do, box. So
Yeah.
he says, you never get in the way of it.
That's-
So
The thing is, people like that genuinely support you. They'll get the flowers at the end when you're out.
100%,
Yeah.
man.
You know what I mean? You are going to be big
Definitely.
time, so he's going to get paid back eventually. Like it's one of them.
But he always says, he says, even if you didn't get anything back, he says, I still want ringside tickets to every single fight, you know, and I'm a pro and that.
Aye.
No, what? I says, it's something.
So, because you've both been in now, because both you box England as well, haven't you?
yeah,
Aye. So you've both been in now with some like good opponents and that.
aye.
There's obviously our audience and that, young kids in the amateurs or whatever, watching this, you might be thinking, because the big thing is nerves, I've noticed for
Yeah.
kids and that. What kind of goes through your head, like say talk about fight week, and I know for Kai it might be a bit different to you because Kai goes and wants to brain anyone, like he's ready to destroy people.
Do you know what? I have a weird fight week, mate. Like, I have a good fight week, but you know what I have when you're going on the thing and dealing with nerves, right? I have a weird thing before I fight, right?
Aye.
So you know, before I fight, I love it when there's a mirror, but if not, if your watch just warm up, right, and then I'll like hit the pads, blah, 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 and I keep walking back and forward, and I just constantly tell myself in the head, I'm the man, no one's beating you, I'm the man. I just say it, and then I'll be walking the ring and I'm still saying it in my head, get in the ring when you touch gloves, and I just look at him and I just think, Kirsty, I am the man, yeah. And then just all the nerves go. Do you know what I mean? I think just keep saying little things to yourself and
Aye,
get
that's
rid of the
what
nerves.
I do. Like I just talk to myself. Like the week coming up, like talk to yourself in the head. Like you can beat them. You can beat them.
It's a
You just
mental
have to
thing,
tell
innit?
The
yourself
week
you
coming
have
up, I
to-
try and
you
just
can
keep
beat them.
sweet, mate.
What sort of tunes do you listen to pre-fight?
What?
What sort of tunes do you listen to?
Michael
Tunes.
Jackson, Madonna, Billy Ocean.
Oh yes, I know Billy Ocean now.
What else? We listen to some
To
nothing.
be honest, the last time I was listening like proper old tunes, normally I'm more like
Aye.
bouncy tunes. Like,
Yeah.
I need something like with a bit of
Yeah, because the
something,
ABA
you know.
final might have
But
that
so-
playlist on, wasn't it?
ABA final, I was just like
We had just all tunes on
old
it.
tunes,
Yeah.
like
Steve was in the bottom
Steve
corner,
was aye.
walking away, singing away, it just brings the vibe out, you know what I mean?
Did you speak to each other before you box or not? Or do you just put
Aye.
yourself in separate rooms and that?
no, we speak to each other, but like you can tell we're both like
Yeah.
get it right. So not really, but
We speak, but like, not.
we're just
No,
like
it's more or less just
switched on,
telling each
innit?
other, like, do this, and then,
Aye.
but like, if I say, oh, do this, she's like, okay. You know what I
Aye.
mean? Like, stop talking, then she'll do it with me when I'm boxing next, and I'm like, shut
Stop
up.
telling us.
No,
that.
but really, deep down, we're listening to what each other's saying.
Aye.
But it's one of them, it's like, we didn't want to talk to each other, but you kind of still got to.
Sometimes
And in the zone,
with each
innit?
other and we're just like silence, but we're like no, because
Yeah.
we're fighting soon, so we're just like switched
Yeah.
on.
You just kind of know what
You
it
just
is.
know, I.
Leave it
Yeah.
alone.
How hard have you just found it to stay like dedicated and not get washed away with distractions and that? Because I seen
Easy,
you.
I know.
I seen you start a couple of weeks ago. But
Aye.
you didn't seem like this, and you was having a good time, but you didn't seem like there was a lot more drunk people around you. You know what I
Aye.
mean? But how hard is it to be like that?
To be honest, easy
Honestly,
now. Aye. Like I hardly ever see my mates now.
Yeah.
So they're just out on the drink, but I'm not that bothered anymore.
This is why you-
Because it's easy, because he
We're
doesn't, he's
separated
not
as
bothered,
well,
so.
isn't it?
And that's
we
why I was
just
saying
do
before,
stuff,
like
aye.
obviously it helps you just being together because just keep each other in line. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
the only reason, because it's a big problem. Like people do get washed away from all the outside noise,
do I?
and they get away from boxing. But you have had each other to kind of like keep each other locked in and
You know what, you see keep each other. I've got my mum and dad as well. God, I have no choice, mate, to box, you know. When I was younger, I used to want to pack in, send straight back to the
Aye.
gym. So even if there's outside noise, like my mum and dad keep me on the straight and narrow before everyone.
You've got brothers and sisters like or not?
Man, I'm only child, me.
Have you?
I've got two brothers,
Oh,
and
yeah.
one younger and one older.
They box or not?
Well,
So,
sort of. Well, my older brother, he boxed at Perth Green when I did,
Hmm.
and he had like 4 fights, I think. And I think he might have won them all.
Yeah.
And then my younger brother, he not long just had one, but couldn't watch it, man. I was crying and everything at the league.
Oh, is that
Sean.
yeah, I thought
Aye.
TikTok. Aye,
The
aye.
TikTok,
It would be TikTok. Aye.
Aye. And I wasn't ready, like, to just chuck them in.
Aye.
He hadn't even spotted
Where's he
him out
boxed?
before, man. I spotted him in the back garden, he nearly knocked us out. I'll give him the head guard. I was like, you put that on, thinking like, oh, he's
Aye.
never like boxed. And he's been at Burton Hall, no sparring, no out. I was like, so you had the head guard on, in the back on, I just had a gum shield on. He hit us with a like big overhand. I was like, got knocked out there. I was like, shit, I'm gonna actually have to stay switched on here. Because he's massive, isn't he?
He's tall.
He's like,
Yeah.
I think it's
knocked us out.
I don't know how I'd feel if my lad boxed. I don't know.
We had one with me brother.
I won my Benton when I grew up purely for a discipline point of view.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, obviously,
These
the
days,
fighting's
the
that's their choice. But I want them to get into some discipline to learn
In the
them
something,
that sort of,
in it, like some sort of defence.
yeah.
Because like, you say the world we live in now.
Like I see you as, and I didn't know you was way back then, but I see you as now because a lot of it is mental, and you're both like mentally strong characters now because, like you say, that discipline thing, and then just being able to get in the ring and, like you're saying, you're locked in, you're focused on what the task is and stuff like that. That's a big thing at the start, because even in the physical aspect as well, like you do everything you can on the pads and the bags, and you look class, and you get in there and you just fucking windmill and
goes out the window, doesn't it, at the start? I remember my first ever fight. I'm sure I was like Superman punching you, and like my front leg was coming up like this. I don't know if it's because of like I don't jiu-jitsu or what, but my front leg was coming up like this. And I think, now I'm gonna get disqualified. Yeah.
I was putting that reel together the other day for you, obviously coming on here, and you're both like, you look like you're on the pads, but you're actually in the ring boxing. You're doing what you're taught, because you can tell you've just been doing it for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And you've knuckled down on every single counter and everything. Like that one with you, and that was a Welsh lad, was boxer Welsh lad down at the Three Nations.
Yeah.
Like that fight there, you're both the same. You're like constantly going at each other, but that's like stuff you'd expect to see on the pads, not in the ring. You know what I mean? So
Drillers make killers.
I
watched that first one actually. I didn't catch the second one because I was at work. I watched the first one, I remember that.
But a lot of it is mental. I think in
is.
boxing it is mental, and I think you two are a good demonstration of that. Like, but we'll go into some of the people. There's only 3 of them. I think I've already asked you one of them, but obviously someone asking, do you spar each other? So you've answered that. And that was Chris from the Tyneside of us, that one.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was me there.
Where someone put, Kaylee Wright? Carly Wright, sorry. Carly Wright. Said, where do we start? What's one thing you do to annoy each other?
Oh.
Loads.
Here we go.
One thing to annoy each other.
Oh,
I don't know, there's that many.
What?
I'm trying to pick one and not
just do it in boxing.
Eh?
Just do it like in boxing. What do you annoy? Like,
Know each other. Oh, if I say like, "Can you jumping in?" Or you what?
No,
he's like,
no, she's
"Shut up,
lying."
you don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, I'm just trying to tell you. But then again, he'll tell me that, and I'm like, oh.
When she tries to spar, she rushes in and just give her a little check. I don't want to. After she's like, trying to head was.
No.
Look how annoyed you are. Lost your head, you're dead. Do you know what I mean? That's what annoys her.
Right, the next one. Someone's made someone. I can't remember the name.
Buckled. It's gone.
This person who's asked this, who just follows us for some reason, just a random account, just follows just us.
Oh, I bet you know who it is.
It's called. It said, how do you both? No.
Oh.
How did you both become boyfriend and girlfriend? I think you've already asked.
Oh, well, no, that was some like faces account, wasn't it?
Aye.
Yeah.
So just follow us, just us.
Oh, so someone's made it just to put.
Aye.
Someone's.
Bob rang us one day. She's like, "Can we go out?" So we went for some food. Went for food. And she got on one knee and she was like, "Can you really be my boyfriend?"
Right.
I was like, I had to take that, and I was like, really, Bob. I was like, I was thinking about this, and I was like, do you know what? You can't sound, so go on then. Like, give it a trial. I give her 1 week trial. She passed it. So she's still doing 3 years later, so it's not too bad.
Last question: how did Bob get so lucky?
Exactly. Bob gets that wasn't me. God.
And then there's the question that I always ask is: imagine you sat here in 5 years.
Yeah.
What would you have had to have achieved to say that you've like done well for 5 years?
Me, belts.
Belt.
I want a few more of them, but like pro ones.
Aye.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I'd say belts, be comfortable in the sport, money, and just people know my name, really. Get my name out there, belts.
I just want loads of belts, big legacy, beat everyone, fought everyone. So just.
Do you want to do like the traditional routes? Is that what you want to do? Like Northern area, English, British, European, world, or not the last and just.
As soon as I'm ready for titles, whatever titles come up, straight on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to win everything.
Are you interested in like exciting fights? Because I know some people, especially.
You know I love an exciting fight.
I'm more thinking like, because you've done well in the amateurs and that, obviously you're talking about touching it there about getting on these big shows down south and that.
Yeah.
But like you say, I think getting these exciting mix-ups in the region, getting you up against some of the...
Or like the pros in the region?
Yeah.
Do you know, obviously
like on the way up, because a lot
the
of
main
people
pros in the
journey,
region who are boxing for belts and that, they're all like on 10 rounders and that, so like, maybe in like two and a half years, you know, when I'm at 10 rounds. As soon as I'm at 10 rounders, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm not going to rush it and just jump straight into 10 rounders because I think I'll beat anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid, you know?
Yeah.
But as soon as I'm like at 10 round stage, yeah, I'll box anyone. You know what I mean? Like, I'll box anyone at the stage I'm at, and then as soon as I'm at 12 rounders and some will box anyone for
pros
anything.
is like a different game as well,
Yeah,
isn't it?
pros, you've got to be smart, you only get one shot.
Yeah. Because I think the bad thing about the pros is, and this is because of opinion, this isn't because of anyone's fault, it's just the general consensus of boxing. Once you get like a 1 on your lost record, people see like, oh, he's washed.
You do fall right off the ladder.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not what it should be, you know. People ask for that.
That's because of me over that one at 15 over.
Yeah, exactly.
That's boxing now, isn't it?
I think because I know obviously for the past God knows how many fights you've had now, like they've always been competitive. Whereas when you go in the pros and become against journeymen and that, is that going to wind you up a little bit because you just in a punch bag or?
Nah, because I'm going to break them down fast.
Go through them.
Yeah. I'm clever, mate. So you know when I've got someone in front of us who's not come. If you watch your fight and you watch all these people come that as fast, and like you say before, it looks like I'm just on the pad the way I'm getting missing. So when I've got someone just stood there, I'm just going to pick them apart fast and find the gaps. Like I'm a clever fighter, mate. I'm not just a scrap like everyone thinks. I'm just good at that as well.
I think the one good thing with that is that you can focus on the other side of it as well.
Yeah,
just you know what I mean?
Learn. They're finding the gaps and just using the brain for it.
Yeah, so once you get comfortable in the box in the pro game, that's when you want to take on fights where you're risking your all. Stuff like that.
That comes with time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why like when I turn over, I'm going to turn over this year at the end of the year when I'm 21, but well, I'm 22 then, I'm going to be turning over as 22, so it's like, how many years? By the time, like you say in 5 years, by the time I'm 27, like, I'll be on to these big exciting fights. I'll be on to whatever.
Typically come into their prime roughly around 28, 29, maybe early 30s.
I think so women as well, they're a little bit later.
Yeah, exactly,
What would you say what's it been like for you, Bobby, like obviously being a lass in the region? I know you box all over the country now, but have you had like, I don't know, has there been much pushback on that in terms of like competitions and that, or?
I think because I think my weight as well, 48 kilo, there's no one literally in the region, so it's hard to find fights. And I think when I was younger as well, when I was just first starting, there was no one on the spot, like literally no lasses in the region, the spot. I had to spar the lads constantly. I mean, I used to like it, like, didn't mind it. But now I think there is much more lasses, but not my weight in the region, but
in general.
In general, I think now our region's kind of good with females. If you think about it, we've got like that Ella Longsdale, she's won a world title.
No, it's
Europeans, worlds.
Emily Dennett as well.
Compared to when I first started boxing with now. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think you'll have that problem in the pros. Like I think when you
the
40 kilos is still small. Like
that's what the problem is. 48 kilos.
Around the country, there's loads of 48 kilo lasses now.
What's Tia May eating that?
The what?
Tia May eating. What's her?
57 or something.
57.
A lot bigger than Bob.
Oh no, she's
we'll just go in a little bit. Is there anything else you want to go into with sponsors and stuff like that, or is it just
shout mine out, mate, really. Shout out Delhi Expresso, meal preps, keeps us on weight, keeps us eating good. Shout out Stonebridge, shout out MGL, KJ Plastering and KB Repointing. Big shout out, they help us all the time. Anything I need, they're straight on it, so big shout out to them.
Yeah, so shout out the KW Fitness, Bubble Butt, Clayton's Studio, my auntie, she does my hair before my fights. Tiger Grill Meals, so he's a new sponsor, he gives us kind of few meals a week, keeps us on track. Finley Todd Accountants, obviously with us being self-employed, he helps with me accountants, he pays that for the year for us. Andrew Robinson, what is he? Just Andrew Robinson on Instagram. And that's it, I think.
Alright. But is anything else you want to go over in terms of your careers and stuff like that? Is anything you want to talk about?
On the spot, yeah.
What's your, like, I know obviously world champion's the goal.
Yeah.
But how do you think you're going to get there? Like, why do you think Kai Battista or Bobby Lee Burns going to become world champion? over everybody else in the world who's going to try to become a world champion?
One, it's the only thing I've ever wanted to do since I was a kid. Two, I've got a kind of cool name, mate. I feel like Kai Battista. Multi-world champion Kai Battista. Like, it goes.
I've never heard that surname. Like, where's that come?
They're Italian.
Is it?
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're all they're meant to be.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, but I think it just goes with me. Like, you know, you got like fly me over Kai Battista. Mine looks cool. I really.
Yeah. I think you got a pretty cool name, don't you?
Yeah, it just goes like I feel like when you're a boxer, you've got to have a good name.
Yeah, they were like looks good in the shorts and.
Yeah, like Batista's meant to cross my shoulder. Right.
What do you think of your name? Like,
Mine's just common as anything. I call my son Charlton Marley though, so it's like Charlie.
It is.
Marley
It's a little bit different, Charlton.
Cheeky,
Yeah,
innit?
it is.
You know what I mean?
It's a little bit different.
Especially if he's a pretty boy as well, it'll go alright, won't it? Because Charlie Marley, and well, yeah, that was me thinking behind it anyway. But I know what you're saying by the name, like definitely.
I think it just looks better.
That's have a ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they went jumps in the legacy boot. Like, no,
I don't know about my name, like, but I've never heard anyone.
No, but
My name?
Bobby Lee.
I don't know, Bobby Lee.
this is where it comes into this power couple though, because you just come as one, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thing is, when you're on the big stage as well, and you're on televised and that, and you just can play on that massively. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when you're getting interviewed and that, it's all, like I say, it's all about selling tickets, because even though they might not be fans of you, they might be fans of Bobby, and then they might buy your.
It's the same as like having like maybe like a relative who's like famous in sport, like Conor Ben, Nigel Ben.
Yeah.
Like people know Nigel Ben, know Conor, people know Conor, know Nigel, and they'll like use people that know Bobby Lee will know Battista, that sort of
But
thing.
say that, don't we? I says, like, if he ever had a pro fight, I would get like everyone who I knew to buy a ticket for him.
Yeah.
And it would be the same if I went pro, like he would be getting
good about
everyone
being
to
from
buy.
two different eras as well. Always like I don't know no one there, and then she don't know no one up my way. So
And that's the thing as well, because like when you make your pro debuts, people go on your Instagram profile and they'll see the power couple thing and same views, or you gain followers. And it's just great, isn't it?
You've landed on a good niche, because I know we were saying that at the start of the podcast, like I've never heard of it. You know what I mean? You're probably the first to do it.
First ever.
Rare as that.
So it's links into all of it, everything that we spoke about in terms of selling tickets and stuff like that. Because the fact that you've got this, and two is better than one. Not always in boxing, because it's a lonely man's game, but two is better than one on the other side of boxing. You know what I mean? So you'll help each other out on the pros, and you'll do well because of that.
Yeah.
So if anything, just keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, so we couldn't be on the same show though. Imagine like who would buy a ticket off who.
Well, you just bring the whole army, wouldn't you?
Yeah, the full army get off with,
Aye. But yeah, that's about it really. Just we've covered just about everything.
You got a question, Lee? No.
What's one thing you appreciate about each other that you don't always tell each other?
Oh.
That might be a bit of a cheat.
I know what hers will be. Hers will be me good looks like, but.
Oh, I lie.
Anyways, one thing
It can be in boxing and it can be outside of boxing.
I think it's if I ever asked him like, can you give us a pads or can you learn us a few of this, he would do it. Do you know what I mean? It's no like, I can't be arsed.
Yeah.
He would do it. Do you know what I mean?
Just
like
time.
he'd help us if I need.
I've got one lad. Now my lad to put up with it. I'm a nightmare sometimes. But I should put
Nightmare
up with
training him. You'd seen him last night.
I can't
I give it tell him,
Lawrence,
do an extra round, he wouldn't do it.
Does he ever say no? Like, does it?
Oh, aye.
Does he?
Yeah.
Training yesterday.
She sees this, but I just talk about the pads, but I'll give her like something to do on the pads. No. I'm like, well, then we're not doing it anymore. She sees this, but it's the exact same both ways.
No, he thinks I take a huff. Because well, to be honest, my stepdad says it and all he says I'm the huffiest.
1 minute she's smiling, next minute she's less.
But I don't mean that.
Aye.
It's just my face. Like,
Yeah, back yourself. It's just the most miserable pads. It's like jam. She's, are you sure you want to hide a job? Okay, we'll go 1, 2, and she's like, no, I want to go back on the job. It's like, right.
No, I don't do that. Like,
Does people ever comment on it in the gym?
Everyone.
Do they?
That's what she's known for. Just angry and.
I'm not.
Do they tell you to stop bickering and that? No. When you,
The gym. Nah, they just laugh at me. I just torture her the
just
whole time
wind
with
up,
her.
by biggest wind up you'll meet.
but
Yeah.
But no, that's about it. If there's no else you want to just talk about, is any like key points throughout your life that's like had a massive impact on your career or anything, or?
I've got a key person.
I would say
My
my
dad.
stepdad.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Obviously my mum as well. Lou, we've been married. But my dad, you know what I mean? My dad's everything. My dad's my hero, but my dad's pushed us my full life, everything I do. Same with my she's always pushed us, but mainly boxing, because obviously we're here for boxing. My dad's pushed us the most, like.
Yeah.
It's the
pushed
same
to my
with
limits
same
constantly.
with my stepdad and my mum as well. Like my stepdad, he, no matter what, he's always there. My mum, she wouldn't ever miss a fight. Like, as much as she hates it, she couldn't miss it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think if she missed it, she would actually like have a heart attack or something. Aye, down like.
It's probably because they know how good boxing is for you, though. Like, let's go back to that mental thing, being mentally strong, living in a new age and that. Like, they probably understand that it's done you both a world of good.
They
you know
tell
what I
you,
mean?
like, say, like some parents in the boxing will just be like, oh, you are really good, but like my mum will tell you the truth. Like, coming back, I think, when was it? Not these championships, the ones before. The car was like silent coming back because I did do canny shit. And my mum, she would just tell you straight, like, Bob, you work yourself. Do you know what I mean? I think you need that. You can't just have your mum saying like, or your stepdad saying, oh, you are mint. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to like grow.
Full career.
Like, you need them there to tell you that.
That's though, isn't it? Because if you're sugar-coated, you just go in and you'll fight the same.
That's why me and her bicker then, because you know, if one of us, or even if we win but we do something bad, it doesn't even matter who we beat or anything, but we'll pick at something, right? That they've done wrong. It's like,
no, I say any good, I'm like, no, I can.
And then if I do a back, right, she's like, well, why are you doing the back? Because, you know, we character building out. But that's one of the good things that we do for each other, like. Going back to that point.
I do do that a lot, like, say if he does box, I'm like, I watch it and I think,
listen,
done good, and then I'll have to tell him, like,
around the world, and I've still done something wrong. I could hire Jam to come back like that and say, why are your hands down? But I'm across the ring, by the way. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
he's not going to get hit, but I don't know. It's hard when you watch someone who like, you love and you're so close to, like, you pick out them little bits.
I don't mind watching that, man. I think, do it, Bob. Do it.
But you're talking about there when I mentioned about obviously the laws and that, and when you get beat.
Yeah.
When Kai does get beat, how do you sort of deal with it? Do you just
when he gets beat?
And his head's down kind of thing. You just stay away.
Stay in silence.
Yeah.
Do you know?
No. Do you speak about it or not?
She'll come, do you know, for like, I've been beaten, and know when you get in the change room, you kind of sat there and you're just like, the depressor. She'll come sit next to it and like,
I'm always saying, hey, don't minute.
I'm looking at that thinking, just be quiet and we'll just go through the pain together. And then if she's been beat, I'll just sit there and I'm like, I'm on edge, I'm like, you alright? She's like, no, I'm not alright. I'm like, tough fight that, wasn't it? So, it's one of them, you just not a lot to say now, because one wrong word could go flames started.
Talk about it a lot after, really, innit? Like,
is there anyone else you want to thank in terms of your career so far, just like at this current stage in your career?
Everyone at Kenton, Steve, Lee, Bo, Craig, all of them, who am I missing out? Gav, Alan, there's too many of them.
There's like loads.
Everyone at Kenton, everyone at every gym, really, you know what I mean? I've been to loads of gyms and took loads from every gym, so everyone from every gym, to be honest, but mainly Kenton, because that's where I really got going.
I would say from Kenton, I'd say always sticks with us, I'll probably never actually say it, is Jordan Minchell. He was like my first ever coach, and I remember the first time I went in that gym, he says like, you're going to win a national title. And I think that's what stuck with us as well, is keep on going at boxing, because of how good, like people said, like, you're going to be good, you're going to win a national title, and he told us that, and it's stuck with my head, so I'd say I'll thank him for that as well.
Just thank each other. You think would you say just thank each other?
Not on camera. Don't make it look soft, boys. We had a tough image before this.
Well, no, that's about it. There's no else. Anything else you want to call?
No.
Well, that's been it. Thanks for watching episode 4 of the NE Bullsh Club podcast. We've got Kai Battista and Bobby Lee Burns, national champions. They are currently still looking for sponsorships, so any sponsors or companies out there want to jump on board just before they dive into their pro career, please message. What's your tag on Instagram, Kyla?
Kai Battista 13.
What's yours, Bobby?
Bobby Lee Burns, I think.
That's the one. You'll find them. The power couple. Just type the power couple, you'll find them. But no, thanks for watching. NE Bullsh Club podcast episode 4. Nice one.
Bye.